Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Wealth Creation Investing. This is your training session for Thursday, December the 6th. We're going to be talking about non-farm payroll announcement on Friday, November the 7th, rumor versus fact, or the rest of the story. My name is Forex Joe as we put this disclaimer up. We always show this disclaimer to make sure that everyone understands that we are an educational portal that allows you an opportunity to learn how to trade and participate in the most liquid market on earth today. We're not here to tell you when to start trading. That will be solely put up to your discretion once you feel confident that you've been educated enough to participate in these markets. I like to show everyone these gears, and we'll be discussing the different types of trading styles. But over here on the far left, you'll see that 15-minute gear just moving as fast as it can. But it gives an analogy or an analysis and visual view of how a 15-minute chart has to rotate into a 31-hour, and then it slows down as the gears get bigger for a daily, weekly, and monthly. I am a swing position trader, which everything I do starts with that daily chart to previous 24 hours. Once I print out all my information from the previous 24 hours, I'm looking for left or right, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of the 3 channels with the daily, weekly, and monthly to line up to get more positive pips on a consistent basis. As you continue in the Forex markets, this is in my 12th year, you're going to continue to have light bulb moments. Now we show you our light bulb buddy here. In fact, this will be embedded in your mind if you continue to come to our training or if you decide to become a client with us on our FX alerts. Non-farm payroll is going to be this Friday. It's usually the first Friday of every month. I've been teaching a non-farm payroll class since the latter part of 2005, first of 2006. Non-farm payroll is the most traded news event in the $4 trillion a day Forex market. What exactly does non-farm payroll mean? What's a statistic researched, recorded, and reported by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics intended to represent the total number of paid U.S. workers of any business excluding the following employees. And you see who those employees are. This monthly report also includes estimates on the average work week and the average weekly earnings of all non-farm employees. This is the most traded news event in Forex. It's the most anticipated event at the first of each month for U.S. numbers. Now, there are different trading styles that we want to talk about, and we'll be sharing with you here momentarily. But the total non-farm payroll accounts are approximately 80% of the workers who produce the entire gross domestic product of the U.S. The non-farm payroll statistic is reported monthly. It's on the first Friday of the month and heavily affects the U.S. dollar, the bond market, and the stock market. Non-farm payroll numbers are used to assist government policymakers and economists to determine the current state of the economy and predict future levels of economic activity. Many professional traders do not trade non-farm payroll news announcement. Instead of waiting on number and moves by scalpers and day traders before digesting how non-farm payroll numbers could alter their positions in the currency pair trades that they have open or possible new entries. Now, I have rules of engagement for trading any news event. Any news event, major news event, like the Bank of England announcement, the ECB, the Bank of Australia. Trading major news events. Rules of engagement. If you currently reside or have an open position in these trades, number 1, you can sell off all the position and take pip profit. There's nothing wrong with taking pip profit. Number 2, you can sell off a portion of the position, turn it into a zero-risk gravy train strategy. If you don't know how to do that, you need to become a member of our FX alerts. We will teach you. We have software that will allow you the opportunity to set it and forget it, and it will take all the human emotion out of the equation. You won't have to worry about the trades once you've set them. You just let the system work. Look, you've decided you have enough wiggle room. Maybe you got 100 to 300, 400 pips to withstand the possible onslaught of this news. You're going to let it ride. Those are the rules of engagement. Now here are the different trading styles. Scalpers are getting in and out very quickly. They love non-farm payroll announcements. Day traders also enjoy because they're going to get in and out, try to push 10, 20, 30 pips, maybe get a move and get out before the end of the day. Swing and position traders or huge hedge funds are sitting on the sidelines during this announcement. We will, unless it's coming near our 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3 channels to where we will be the lion in the jungle, the king of the jungle will be ready to jump and produce positive pips. We'll dissect the information for Friday, and then we'll come back on Sunday with a game plan ready to participate in the markets after we've digested that information. The U.S. non-farm payrolls for December 2012. What should we expect? Well, number one, we should have an aberration because of Hurricane Sandy. The October result was an unheard of 171,000 jobs created. The unemployment rate was 7.9. We have seen from 70 different economists that we cover. November forecast is anywhere from 80 to 130,000. The unemployment rate might tick up to 8.0 due to the fact of the Northeast and the destruction and all the electricity and everything happening from Hurricane Sandy. The consensus seems to be right around at 105,000 with the unemployment rate going up from 7.9 to 8.0. That is the consensus. My best analysis is somewhere between 90 to 105K and unemployment being 7.9 to 8.0. What does this all mean? Well, the trade plan. If you come in at less, 70K or less, the number 70K or less, and the unemployment is 8.0, you should look to buy the euro US dollar and the pound US dollar. Now, if the number comes in at 130K or more and unemployment is 7.9, look to sell the euro US dollar, buy the US yen, and sell the pound dollar. The top two would be the sell of the euro and the buy of the yen. Now, if the number falls within a 90 to 100K range, then wait and watch the market response. I would heavily suggest that if you've never traded this before, do it in a, I don't care if you have 3 or 4 years experience. Do it in a practice regiment demo account. We're asking everyone to do this. You can stop this video, take a look at these numbers, you can write them down, and then you can participate and see what happens during non-farm payroll tomorrow morning. Now, we have rules of engagement in everything we do. If you join our Forex trade alerts, we cover the 4 majors, and what we do for non-farm payroll is we collect data 3 times. What we show is that in the hour, during the half hour before non-farm payroll and a half hour after non-farm payroll, we have volatility. And in many instances, that volatility will come almost exactly back to where the pips started an hour before you really get involved. So here's the rules of engagement for scalpers and day traders. You take a look at the 4 majors, there they are, and you collect this data 3 times. 30 minutes before the non-farm payroll announcement, what you do is you write down the numbers for the euro, the pound, the Swissy, and the yen. Then right before the non-farm payroll announcement at the bottom of the hour, you write down those numbers again. And then 30 minutes after the announcement, after all the volatility has happened and things have kind of slowed down, you write those numbers down again and you look at the plus or minuses. We wait till 30 minutes after the news, and then at 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central, we ask that you take a look at all your indicators and place practice regiment trades and execute trades in live current market conditions to gain experience by pushing the button. This will allow you to see what is transpiring during live current market conditions. You're doing it in a practice regiment account that doesn't cost you anything, and you are being educated. By writing these numbers down, you will start to get a sense of direction of what's happening with these 4 currency pairs. Now, if you are looking at another currency pair, make sure that if you have a favorite pair that you trade that's not one of the 4 majors, make sure that you write down those numbers and start charting the currency pair that you trade a lot during non-farm payroll. Again, you can stop this video and review this. Now, we have stop loss and take profit levels if you're part of our FX alerts. Each trader may be using a different trading style. We've talked to 4 different trading styles. Many people don't understand stop losses. They may have stop losses of 20 pips the entire time. It doesn't work. Our risk return ratio on scalping normally is 1 to 1, active 1.5 to 1, swing 2 to 1, position 3 to 5 to 1 or more. So for instance, let's say that you were a position trader. You're looking to pick up 90 pips. You could have a 30 pip stop loss. That would be a 3 to 1 return. So you have a 30 pip stop loss. You're going for 90 pips. You divide 30 into 90. It's a 3 to 1 return. We have a lot of training on this if you're part of our FX alerts. If you're having problem with stop losses or getting taken out of your trades, or if you're brand new to the Forex markets, I would encourage you to be a part of our FX alerts. Jim Rogers says one of the biggest mistakes people make is believing they've always got to be doing something. The trick in investing is not to lose money. The losses will kill you. They ruin your compounding rate, and compounding is the magic of investing. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you right now that if you learn to participate in the most liquid market on earth today, it will be very rewarding, and you will have a safe outlet to be able to protect your bankroll with you in charge from this day forward. I want to thank you for taking time to attend this video training webinar. Have a great time if you're going to be taking a look at non-farm payroll for the first time. Until next time, my name is Forex Joe. May all the pips be with you.